Hey folks, FGFRC RC. Well, maiden time, maiden fly time for the HOBBYKING FLYCAT version 2. Take her up for the first time. Going to take her up in. Uh-oh. Oh, I gotta change that. That's okay, I'll work on it. All right. Got the audio call-ups backwards. All right. Actually, I need to reverse this real quick. Hold on. Okay, there we go. I had the had gear reversed. All right, we're going to take off in manual mode. We'll talk about, then we'll land it and go continue on in AS3X version. Got the KM model afterburner in there. Now, like I say, this is the manual. This is the maiden flight. I've never flown this plane before. So I've never flown a jet of this configuration before, so this is completely new to me. Now I've flown a prop version job, the Value Hobby Condor, which is similar. Right, left, up, down. No flaps, but does have reverse thrust. All right, here we go. Oh, what a sweetheart. Can already tell. About 3/4 throttle.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
All right, I'm good with my trim now. All right, CG is good. I do have to hold a little bit of elevator pressure in, but not too bad.
The gear is down. The gear is now up. The gear is down.
I think my nose gear is not all the way down. Yeah, it is.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
Yeah, my nose gear is down.
AS3X mode.
All right, I'm in AS3X now.
Braking. Cruise mode.
All right, what a sweetheart. What a sweetheart, thank you. Very, very touchy. We're gonna switch to my mid-range right now because she's awfully touchy. Let's take out, now we're in AS3X. I switched right before I landed. All right, I'm gonna take off again, this time in mid-rates, and we're gonna go back to manual mode.
The cat is set free.
All right, go back to manual mode. So I want to land her in manual.
The gear is now up. One minute. The gear is down.
Gear is down. That's all I was doing just now, just making sure the gear was down. Like I said, she's in manual mode, so no wind gyro, no nothing. I think I like manual mode better.
Cruise mode.
All right.
20 seconds. Braking. Cruise mode. 10.
Ground handling is very good. Very touchy though.
High rates.
All right, we had 8 seconds left. Let's go back to bench. Let's talk about it. All righty. That was the manual maiden flight on the HOBBYKING FlyCat version 2. Like I say, there's my antenna mod, because otherwise you'd have to dig at that with your fingers, and that your oil on your fingers would mar it over time. I'm running a 4000 HRB with a 60C discharge 6S all the way right there, about 2 finger lengths in. That's where she CGs at real well. I kind of a two-edged sword. I don't like using adapters because over time there's always a risk of connection, but at the same time using my XT90, which is what in the plane, because I'm not really good at soldering, it sparks each time. So it's when I put the EC5 in it. So it's kind of a, you know, do or don't. So I did the adapter and took the risk, but I don't get any spark. Now just to show you, with the gear down, 510 millimeters back from the nose, and she CGs pretty darn good. It's not like a sudden drop in the nose or the tail. She pretty well bounces right there. I mean, it's not perfect. There's a small amount of wind. 510 millimeters back from the nose. I've got 4 dots there. They're just glue marks, so I can feel my fingers, but it's 510 straight across. Just put your fingers where the wheel well is, and then pull your finger in about 1/2 inch, and that's where the CG mark is. Gear is, in the retract world, that's pretty quick. Just remember to shave some of that foam off on that side, so that wheel can, because it can get caught up on the side sometimes. So I shaved, and Model Aviator gave me that tip. Shave a little bit off and you won't have any problem with it coming up and down. All right, let's talk about our rates. The rates that I took off in initially, just in the plane rates, not the AS3X settings or the AS3X Plus settings. Aileron and high rates are 75 with 30% expo. And I ended up going to my mid rates, which I liked better, and that's 65 with 30% expo. On the elevator, my high rate was 115 with 30% expo. Now my high rates on everything are exactly by the book, and what it relates to in spectrum. And then a rudder, and then my elevator, sorry, for my mid rates that I ended up flying in were 85% with 30% expo. Rudder, I only have one rate in my rudder,
mid-rates,
and that is 100% throws with 50% expo on my rudder. So 100% and 50% expo. Now, no flaps, so we don't have to go about flap settings. If you go to,
motor is off. Safe to pick up.
if you go to AS3X, okay, my AS3X gains are 1 time, and the AS3X gain settings are
safe mode, AS3X mode,
on roll, pitch, and yaw, 30%, 35%, and 40%. Roll, pitch, yaw. Okay. Priorities are all at 100 on roll, pitch, and yaw. Heading, didn't do anything with heading. Stop lock, everything's set to 50, up from 35 to 50 on roll, pitch, and yaw. One-time gain sensitivity, didn't do the nose gyro because I needed that channel for the reverse thrust. So that's why I just got 50% expo on the nose to kind of soften that steering up so much. Alrighty, like I said, we had 8 seconds left. Did we see how much? Oh, we got to see how much is in the battery. Unplug that beautiful KM model afterburner. I just hate having to unplug it, but can't check the battery without. Okay. We're going up again. I've still got 70%. 70, I gotta check that again. There's no way I've still got 70%. We still have 70%. So if I flew
starting the fun over
for 3.5 minutes and I had almost the full time used, we're gonna fly for 2 more minutes And you can set your timer for 5 minutes on a 4000. Easy. But then again, I wasn't full throttle that much. Let's go back out. That's just too much battery left. Let's go back and finish the flight. I mean, at 70%, I mean, if it was under 50, I might stop, but 70% left on the battery? No, I'm gonna keep going a little bit more.
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned.
Said motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned.
Manual mode. AS3X mode.
Now with this plane, you don't have flaps, so you need to have a little bit longer of an approach. But I did establish that she glides pretty good. Let's go up and do a stall test real quick. If we didn't do a stall, let's see what kind of stall she does. Yeah.
The gear is now up.
Yeah, she wants to fly.
Mid-rate.
All right.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
All right, you're flying long, you lose power. What does she do? She slumps forward. We do it out here in front of us. You're flying long and lose power. She becomes a nice glider. Well, I tell you what. Very touchy on the controls. I'm thinking to reduce the
gear is down.
Reducing the ailerons even more. I'm okay with the elevator and the rudders. Yeah, FlyCat 2 is a pussycat. But you gotta stay on it. It's not a glider.
Time remaining 2 minutes. Braking.
Now, if you don't fully commit to braking and you hit it too soon, the ESC will get confused and give you gas instead, and that's exactly what it did. I wasn't fully in braking mode. There we go. If you get stuck like that, just keep wiggling that nose. Let's take it one more time. That big old wing of a body makes it like a full lifting body. So therefore it's going to be good on the gas. It's very efficient.
The gear is now up. The gear is down. Braking.
There we go.
Time remaining 1 minute.
All right. That is a sweet flying little plane. I just gotta dial them ailerons down a little bit more. They're very, very touchy.
Motor is off. Safe to be.
All right, we'll just stay right here and do a battery report real quick. I've already talked about all the rates and everything. Let's see what kind of life we have left in the battery now. Now that I flew another 2 minutes. There you go, 37%. All right. With a 4000, with a HOBBYKING FlyCat, fly the way you want. Set your timer for 5 minutes. That is great, great for a plane. But the whole thing is a lifting body. Now, I wasn't full throttle the whole time, so you might want to be maybe a little more conservative, 4.5, but still 5 minutes is probably going to be just fine. I came back at 37%, and anything under close to 30 is a good storage rate. So, all right, well, y'all have a good, and God bless y'all. Don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and that's the all-new HOBBYKING FlyCat version 2. God bless y'all. Bye-bye. Hey folks, all right, we're going to do the second flight, bonus flight, to go along with the Maiden of the FlyCat, version 2. Got the easy lights on it now. See if they'll show up in the sunlight.
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned.
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad self burned. Love that KM model afterburner. I'm in my mid rates this time, so I seem to like that better. All right.
Starting the fun over.
And timer is now set for 4.5 minutes.
The gear is now up.
Oh yeah, I can see them easy lights, no problem.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right, let's take it up this time. Yep, snap rolls, no problem. A little windy now.
The gear is down.
Well, like I say, this is the second time I've ever flown her.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Make sure my gear is down. And it is. There, touch and go.
Braking. Cruise mode.
All right.
Low rates.
All right, we're going to try low rates even, just to see.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
All right. Here we go.
The gear is now up.
Plenty of maneuverable on low rates. Up.
The gear is down.
Gears down.
1 minute.
I just realized I had all my AS3X rating settings turned all, not off, but turned way down.
Braking.
Now that was probably the best landing I've had yet with this thing.
Cruise mode.
All right, we still got 33 seconds left. We'll take off one more time. I'm thinking I like low rates best of all.
20 seconds. 10.
All right. Flying on borrowed time now.
Greg, land the cat. She is tired. Braking.
All right, I've learned the secret to landing the cat and prevent the bounce is to hold that nose off as long as possible and ride in on them mains and let the nose just kind of gentle in. Come in gentle.
Motor is off.
All right.
Safe to pick up.
We were 18 seconds. Now, we've already gone over the rates and everything in the maiden, but I was 18 seconds over on a
Starting the fun over.
4.5 minute timer. So 4 minutes and 48 seconds, which is great for a jet. That's awesome for a jet. All right, let's see what kind of battery life is left. Got my little antenna mod there. Unplug that KM model afterburner. KM models, thank you for the afterburner. That's their version 5. And I still got 48%. So you can set your timer for 5.5 minutes. 5.5 minutes on a 4000. That is incredible for a jet. The thing is very, and I had her up full speed quite often. Very efficient plane. But the whole plane is a lifting body. So, all right. So 5.5 minutes is what you can do. And even though it's not suspension gear, it's very short, so it's very secure. Got the easy lights on there just to help the orientation. And of course,
Motor is hot. Don't get your bad
I got the beautiful KM model afterburner. All right, folks, well, that's the bonus flight for the Maiden. Y'all have a good one. God bless.